Yo, morning guys. Um, so before 6 a.m. Gonna head out to the gym. Um, it's been a while that I've trained this early since I stopped working, but it'll be a long day today. So today's pull day, so I'm gonna do some arms. Just gonna kind of wake myself up every morning. I just come and put cold water on my face. So just first thing, just wake up and head out, drink some water, and drink my supplements. So catch you guys soon. It's pretty chilly today, so just heading out to the gym right now. I'm really sore from my leg day yesterday, but I'm kind of glad. I'm in like a, I guess, quote unquote bulk stage. I'm not doing as many hit sessions per week, otherwise I'd be dying right now. But you gotta do what you gotta do. There's no excuses. Right, let's head out. Hey guys, so every time I do a pull workout, I like to warm up by doing about 3 to 4, sometimes 6 sets of pull-ups or chin-ups. Typically when I do arms, I like to start off with pull-ups because not only does it warm up my biceps, which is what I'm trying to attack, but it also benefits by working my back. And like I mentioned in previous videos, is this year I've been really focusing on working out on to get a bigger back. Focus on the V taper. If you guys watched the previous video, but yeah, I'll do a couple sets of about 10 reps, sometimes 15. Usually in warm-ups, I don't recommend for you to burn out or go to failure. So moving on to the rope curls. Actually, one of my favorite arm workouts. Just really creates tension with the resistance by the cable and the weight. So I'll do about anywhere from 3 to 4 sets, aim about 12 reps, sometimes 15. And I like to train a lot with supersets. So right away, as you guys can see here, I bring the cable up and I extend to work the tricep. When I work out arms, I like to work out both the bicep and the tricep. Sometimes I'll superset 2 bicep workouts in the tricep, or 2 triceps, bicep, but typically I'll stick to 1 of each just to work the arms more fuller. And tip to you guys out there that want to get bigger arms is you attack the tricep, because when your arm is on the side, what you see mostly is the tricep, not the bicep. Because I see a lot of guys in the gym, and I'm guilty of this too, is we focus too much on curling when our arms look bigger when we work the triceps. So just remember that next time you want to target your arms. And I found it more beneficial to do less of arm workouts and incorporate some back workouts like pull-ups, chin-ups, or just any type of back workout, because you still use your arms, so that creates a forearm. Alright guys, so moving to another cable arm workout, the high pulley curls. Work these either individually, you can isolate, or joint at the same time. I think today I decided to work them both joint and to isolate the arm. So you want to fully extend the arm as far as you can and then really contract the bicep. I like to hold it for about 2-3 seconds, just really contract and squeeze the peak of the bicep. So it helps it also to get the pump, but also to fully work and contract the muscle. So I'll do about 3-4 sets, supersets, and then move on right away to the reverse bar curl. So this targets the bicep slightly different because your grip is reversed as opposed to coming up towards you. Your wrists are faced the other way, so it makes it harder for you to curl. You don't want to do this with so much weight. You want to do a light weight to really contract the biceps, and it just targets the biceps slightly different. And again, here's another shot of me doing the high pulley curls. Usually when I do cable work, whether it be chest or bicep or shoulders, I like to call these like the shaper workouts. where I get to, in a sense, just imagine like you're kind of like a statue, you chisel it down just to help give a shape to the muscle. So I'll do about 15 reps, sometimes maybe 20, or I just don't even count. I just go to failure. And please excuse my brother, he's just really silly with me right there. Um, so yeah, that's I like to incorporate some cable when I can to my workouts. And moving back to the reverse grip curls. These are actually pretty tougher than what they seem. So don't be discouraged if you can't curl so much weight. Remember, check that ego at the door and just focus on the contraction. And as you guys can see me here, I'm struggling a little bit in the beginning because your grip, the thumb is over the bar. Remember, you want to have that. But it's a good arm workout, so recommended. And every time I do arms, I make sure I do the straight barbell curls. So just works the arms both equally, and it helps you, to get that pump too. But you guys want to make sure you guys focus on the full range of motion. That's high up to right about your chin, nose area. And this workout right here that I'm showing you guys is called the cheek curls. That just really targets just the peak of the bicep. I always like to superset this when I do my barbell curls to get that little extra pump. And this actually became a triple set in which I incorporate the skull crushers. Now my skull crushers are slightly modified. As you guys can see, I let my head dangle about a couple inches off the bench. Reason for this is because I get an extra couple inches of a range of motion to really contract and tighten the triceps. As you guys can see, my tricep is really popping out. So I've noticed this works my biceps more effectively and efficiently. So I always like to go to this combination of workouts. I've noticed a lot of not only results in strength, but also in the size of my biceps and the triceps. My arms look fuller because of incorporating workouts. So again, every time I work out, I'll stick to about 3 or 4 sets. I try to listen to my body, and also depending on how much time I have in the gym. But typically, I'll stick to about 3 when I do triple sets or supersets, and if I do just workouts by themselves, just conventional lifting, maybe I'll do about 4, sometimes 5, 6, especially compound lifts. But in this case, I mean, you just have to try, see what works best for you. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna work arms as much as I used to. I'm gonna focus on other workouts that still target the arms, but the typical bro lift is that you always want to curl. They say curls for the girls, but I found it more effectively to do other workouts such as pull workouts.
About mid-workout in, putting a crazy pump in my arms. Stupid.
Alright guys, so of course the traditional dumbbell curls. I like to keep them at neutral and curl them up so I attack both heads of the bicep. Remember, the bicep is 2 heads to the muscle area. That's why it's called the bicep, bi meaning 2. So I like to do these standing. Just do a couple sets. I stick to about 12-15 reps per arm. And I really try to bring it up as high as I can and really contract it, squeeze the muscle. And you always want to make sure you keep your arms right and elbows right next to your torso. And this is another modification to really focus on the frontal side of the bicep. And I always like to superset with the French curl. So with the French curls, I like to come up a couple inches off the seat here, just so it allows me to bring it lower. Because of the way the seat is set up, it doesn't allow me if I really sit on it, so I like to come up slightly. It doesn't show here on the video, but I found it more effectively to work the tricep like that. Now remember, when you do any tricep workouts, you want to make sure your elbows are pointing straight as much as you can. Naturally, the elbows tend to kind of point outwards because the body is trying to find a way to feel more comfortable. But if you want to reap the most benefits of the tricep workouts, remember to keep your elbows, when you're doing presses overhead especially, you want to make sure your elbows are facing forward. And as I was mentioning earlier, I probably will be stopping traditional arm workouts such as curling or anything like that, Just I found it more effective to do other types of pull work that will attack not only the back but the arms as well too. I'm trying to pull away from the typical bro lifts. And again, here I go, not checking the ego at the door. But yes, I can French curl 100 pounds. But I mean, sometimes I just like to challenge myself, see where I can push myself. But I mean, honestly, let's be real, guys. Just go in there, work effectively, efficiently, work hard. Don't get carried away like me in this sense, trying to lift as much as I can. I mean, technically, I mean, what's the whole point? You just can cause some injuries to your joints. So that's one of the reasons why I'm gonna slightly pull away from traditional body lifting, but that's a personal choice. And this is actually one of my other favorite arm workouts is the dead hang preacher curl. The reason why I call it dead hang preacher curl is because my arms come down all the way to where I feel like my biceps are gonna tear out. And I don't sit on the bench, as you guys can see. That's just to apply more pressure to the bicep to really work that peak. So with this, I'll do about, again, another 3-4 sets. And right there, I have my brother help me out. I'm struggling in the last set. Try not to bounce so much as I was. Again, I was just messing around with some weight. But just always remember, check that ego at the door. And finish off my workout with some dips, some weighted dips, just to really target these triceps. So remember, the key to bigger arms is to focus on pull work too, but you want to target the triceps too. Alright guys, so thanks for watching, and I'll explain to you guys more what I'm going to do in the coming year. But so just stick around. See you guys next time, and just we're going to discuss some topics as far as natty or not. Thank you.
Alright guys, just finished the arm workout, doing the pump with my brother Gus going home. So throughout this bulking phase, I kind of switch it off. Today I probably go a little bit low carb. My fat levels have increased a little bit, so I gotta cut down a bit. So I'll probably just drink a power smoothie, protein shake. So there's this whole concept about like natty or not, like who's natty, who's not natty. Well, let's see. Natty means typically that you're natural, so that you don't require any supplements or any artificial help. So, I mean, I can't claim I'm natty because I do take supplements. I take whey protein, I take creatine, amino acids, creatine, so on and so forth. But, it's not if you take it or not. I mean, if you take it, then okay, that's fine. I mean, if that's what works for you, if that's what you think is right for you, then go ahead. But, I mean, in my case, I've seen people get discouraged. I mean, someone approached me the other day that they got so discouraged because they found out someone that they admire in the gym wasn't quote unquote natty, so they found out they were taking some form of growth hormone or a steroid or something in that category. And I've seen it online as well. A lot of people do get really discouraged, and I tell them, hey, just focus on yourself. Give it time. I mean, you're still young, so you got a long way to go. I mean, my body's been developed within years. So, I mean, I do get made fun of, oh, well, you've been working out for 10 years. Like, well, at least I made it, But in this case, I mean, if you're taking something, then that's fine. Just have the balls, have the decency, have the dignity, have the self-respect to admit it. Don't get mad when people question you, because sometimes it's kind of obvious when someone's on something. But what kind of ticks me off is when they claim they're not on something, they claim they're natural, or they get butthurt, but yet they are on it. Because the truth eventually comes out, guys, let's be honest. So you can hide it for as long as you think you can, but eventually it's going to come out. Someone close to you, someone close to the person you know, knows about it, and people talk. So, so for those of you out there debating on it, stay true to yourselves, work hard, train hard, eat right, sleep, and eventually you will get the results. And if you are one of those persons that ends up taking some sort of growth hormone or steroid, then just make sure you do it right, take care of yourselves, but have the balls to say that you're on it, okay? Because there's nothing more that gets me mad than people that don't admit to it. I mean, like my dad always said, you do something, have the dignity and have the self-respect to admit that you do it. So, all right, anyways, that's a kind of little rant for the morning as we're heading home. So yeah, all right, guys, stay fit.